Have you ever caught yourself having full conversations in your head, maybe even out loud when you think no one's listening? Perhaps you replay scenarios, debate decisions, or talk through your feelings like you're explaining them to someone else. If people have ever made you feel odd about this habit, it's time to rewrite that story. Talking to yourself isn't a quirk to hide. It's actually a sign of a deeply thoughtful, self-aware mind. Psychology shows that people who engage in self-talk possess some remarkable cognitive and emotional strengths that set them apart. So if you're someone who talks to yourself regularly, here are 5 traits you probably have that make you uniquely powerful. First, you have exceptional problem-solving abilities. When you talk yourself through a challenge, you're not just thinking, you're externalizing your thought process in a way that creates clarity. Research indicates that self-talk activates the brain's executive functions, the areas responsible for planning, reasoning, and working through complex situations. By verbalizing your thoughts, you're essentially turning abstract ideas into concrete language, which makes problems easier to untangle. Imagine you're trying to decide whether to take a new job. While others might just feel confused, you walk yourself through it out loud. Okay, what am I really worried about here? Is it the commute, or is it fear of change? What do I actually want from my career right now? This internal dialogue isn't overthinking, it's strategic thinking. You're your own best consultant, and that's a tremendous advantage. Second, you possess high emotional intelligence. People who talk to themselves regularly are often deeply in tune with their emotions. Self-talk is a form of emotional processing. When you narrate your feelings, you're not suppressing them or letting them control you. You're acknowledging them, examining them, and deciding what to do with them. Psychology shows that this kind of self-reflection is a hallmark of emotional maturity. Let's say someone said something that hurt you. Instead of just feeling bad, you might find yourself saying, "Why did that bother me so much? Is this about what they said, or does it touch on something deeper I'm sensitive about?" This ability to interrogate your own emotional responses means you're less likely to react impulsively and more likely to respond thoughtfully. You understand yourself at a level many people never reach, and that self-awareness extends into how you relate to others too. Third, you're highly self-motivated. Self-talk isn't just about working through problems or understanding emotions. It's also about coaching yourself forward. Research indicates that people who use positive self-talk perform better under pressure and maintain motivation even when external encouragement is absent. You're essentially your own cheerleader, your own accountability partner. Think about those moments when you're facing something difficult, maybe a presentation, a tough workout, or a creative project that feels overwhelming. You tell yourself, "Come on, you can do this. Just take it one step at a time. You've handled harder things before." This isn't delusional optimism, it's self-regulation. You've learned how to manage your mental state, to push yourself when needed, and to reassure yourself when doubt creeps in. Many people rely entirely on others for motivation. You've developed an internal engine that keeps you going. Fourth, you have a strong sense of self-awareness and identity. Talking to yourself is, in many ways, a dialogue with your authentic self. It's a practice that keeps you connected to who you really are, beneath the roles you play and the expectations others have. Psychology shows that self-talk helps people clarify their values, desires, and beliefs, because it forces a kind of honest reckoning that internal thoughts alone don't always require. Maybe you catch yourself saying things like, "I don't think I actually want this. I think I'm doing it because I feel like I should." Or, "This doesn't feel right for me anymore, even though it used to." These realizations don't come from nowhere. They come from someone who's paying attention to their inner world. While others might drift through life on autopilot, you're constantly checking in with yourself, making sure you're living in alignment with who you truly are. That's not self-absorption, that's self-respect. Fifth, you're creative and mentally agile. Self-talk often involves exploring different perspectives, playing out scenarios, imagining possibilities. This kind of mental flexibility is closely linked to creativity. Research indicates that people who engage in self-dialogue are better at thinking outside the box because they're practiced at entertaining multiple viewpoints, even if those viewpoints are just different parts of themselves. You might find yourself thinking, what if I approached this completely differently? What would someone I admire do in this situation? What's the version of this that actually excites me? This internal dialogue isn't overthinking, it's strategic thinking. You're your own best consultant, and that's a tremendous advantage. So if you talk to yourself often, whether it's in your mind or out loud in the privacy of your own space, don't let anyone make you feel strange about it. You're not talking to yourself because something's wrong with you. You're doing it because your mind is active, curious, and engaged. You're someone who processes deeply, who seeks clarity, who coaches yourself through challenges, who stays connected to your authentic identity, and who thinks creatively about the world around you. These aren't flaws, these are strengths. And in a world that often values noise over reflection, your inner dialogue is one of your greatest tools. Keep talking to yourself. Keep asking the hard questions. Keep being the kind of person who doesn't just accept things as they are, but explores what they could be. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more insights into the hidden strengths behind the traits that make you who you are. There's so much more to discover about the power of your unique mind.